Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. And today I want to get into a quick lesson regarding, doing the work, laboring to have be counted worthy, for the kingdom. So I just want to hop right into it. This is Hebrews chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Therefore we ought to give more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we should let them slip." Because if you hear the word and you don't give heed to it, you 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 uh you let Satan, or really the Most High, let Satan pluck that stuff out of your pluck that understanding, that seed out of your ear. Then you're pretty much done for. Um, I'm gonna get Matthew chapter 13 and um, uh, 18. It says, "Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that rejoiceth the word, Salakia, that heareth the word, and anon with joy rejoiceth it, receiveth it, Salakia, with joy receiveth it. Yet he hath not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended." So a lot of time when Jake hear this word, man, immediately they scoff, immediately they cast it out of their mind, um, and that's Satan, that's that wicked one, catching away that which was sown in the heart. Okay, so that seed of the truth, isn't allowed to grow. So and it withers away when Satan plucks it out. And then it says, "He that receives seed into stony places, basically didn't allow the seed. I'm sorry, the truth to take root in them. Okay, that's why the scriptures talk about counting the cost, because you have to be willing to uh, uh, risk the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying, in order to uh, receive salvation. Okay, you have to hate your life on basically on this side in order to receive everlasting life. But you have to believe in Yahushua. That's where it all starts. And it says in verse 22, it says, "Also, so like he also that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word and take care and the care of this world and deceitfulness of riches." Notice how I said deceitfulness, because these aren't true riches. This all these things are gonna melt away. Let me get that in Malachi. Okay, Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, and it shall leave them neither root nor branch." Now that's talking about how the memory of America is no longer well, really, America itself is going to be destroyed and rooted up, but everything within the world, man, is going to be destroyed. Okay, as far as riches and all that, riches aren't going to be able to save anybody, man. It's the faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. It's going to be the only way that we're going to be that the elect are going to be delivered from this place. Okay, everything else is going to get destroyed. It says I'm gonna start at verse 22 again. It says, "Also he that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful." What did Yahushua do to that fig tree that didn't have no figs on it? He said, basically, he cursed it and it died. The tree died, the entire tree. And the disciples were amazed at that. But that's symbolic of a man, with no fruits. Okay, a tree. A man is symbolic of a tree. Okay, if a tree doesn't have if you plant an apple tree, and you want it to bear apples, right? That's why you planted it. Then if it doesn't bear any apples, then you're gonna get rid of that thing. Okay. Um, this is Isaiah chapter 5. Um, let's see. I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "Now I will sing to my beloved a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well beloved have a fine have a vineyard in a very fruitful hill." What is that vineyard in a fruitful hill? That's talking about Israel. "And he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof and planted it with the choicest vine and built a tower in the midst thereof, in the midst of it, and also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes." Okay, so he was expecting the vineyard of Israel. I'm sorry, uh the the keeper of the vineyard is Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay, and when he planted us, he expected us to be obedient unto him, following the law. I'm sorry, following his commandment. Okay, and things like that, and not sacrificing unto idols, right? Um, and it says verse but I'll just keep reading. Okay, verse 3, it says, "And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, between me and my vineyard." This is the Most High talking. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes. You know, he expected choice grapes, man, but it actually, Israel as a nation, waxed fat and kicked, man. You know what I'm saying? And became worthless. Okay. Uh, verse 5, it says, and now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down, and I will lay waste and I will lay it waste. It shall not be pruned nor digged, but there shall come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain upon it. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel. See? And the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold, oppression; for righteousness, but behold, a cry of distress. Okay? And so that's why we're in the predicament that we're in, because every time Jake hears this word, hears this truth, one of those three things, which is mentioned in Matthew the 13th chapter in the parable of the sower and the seed, which is either Satan plucking that seed or that thought out of your mind. Okay, two, uh, uh, not being rooted, and when tribulation comes, um, you are offended. You cast this truth away. And the scriptures say in Sirach chapter 2, it says, "Woe to him that has lost patience." Okay, we're supposed to endure to the end, and we're going to get that. But I also wanted to finish this in Matthew chapter 13. It says, "But he that receives seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit, and bringeth forth some an hundredfold, some 60, and some 30." So you're gonna have some brothers who produce more fruit than others. But if you're completely fruitless, you're worthless. You're a worthless plant. All right. So let's go back to Hebrews. Um, I want to get another precept in Hebrews. Uh, okay. Hebrews chapter 3, verse 12. It says, "Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power." Okay, but exhort one another daily while it is called today. Okay, what is that exhortation? Constantly, putting up videos, whether it be, fellowshipping in person, anything that is beneficial to the body. Those things are required of us. Okay, those things are building the building of the temple. It says, "But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin." And we just went into that in Matthew. Okay, um, the deceitfulness. Okay, the deceitfulness of riches, all of these things. The love of money is the root of evil. Okay, that's those that money and the love of and the love of the flesh and the pride of life. All those things are wickedness, man, because it's vanity. Okay, it says verse 14, for we are made partakers of Hamashiach if we hold the beginning of our confidence uh steadfast until the end. Okay, the scriptures say strive for the truth unto death. All right. um you know, so I mean you have to be seriously convincing your mind that if you really call